And now, Friday Night Fever with Mike Ludlam.
Good evening, everyone. The Houghton Gremlins have won the last 4 Copper Bowls over the Hancock Bulldogs, but Hancock won the JV game this week for the Copper Cup. So could the varsity pull it off and win the Copper Bowl? Let's go to Houghton, where these two teams were ready to rock and roll. We'll pick this up in quarter number 1, and the handoff will go to Bryce Turner. Yes, ball lands on the goal line. That's a touchdown. Gremlins weren't too thrilled with that call, but it was a 7-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Houghton answers in the second quarter. Jordan Reynolds is going to go to the far side of the field. He's the quarterback, and he will cross the goal line. And the 2-point try is good, so the Gremlins have an 8-7 lead. Hancock strikes again before the half. Solani will find Grant Hokinson, who turns and makes his way into the end zone, breaking a tackle along the way. 14-8 Bulldogs at the break. We go to quarter number 3. Sam Clare is not the biggest Houghton Gremlin, but you would not know it here because he's going to absolutely run over a defender. That would be Alex Nordstrom. Gremlins take a 16-14 lead after the 2-point conversion. Nordstrom, though, has a way of coming back because he's now going to be the thrower. And Carson Turner makes the catch for the touchdown, and the Bulldogs are back in front 20-16. Now, Houghton is trying to respond here, and they've got a shot at this. 4th and goal from an inch. And no, and then the lateral, now we're going to have some fun. Couple laterals, Nicholas Weingarten fumbles, and Hancock recovers to preserve the lead. Houghton did get a safety, so the Gremlins trailed by 2 down the stretch. The laterals would not work at the end of the game, and the Bulldogs win their first Copper Bowl in 5 tries by the count of 20-18 over the Portage Liftbridge neighbors from Houghton.
What a nice feeling for the entire community, all 4 schools that participate in our program, and just praise the Lord that everything came together. The defense really did the job tonight, really played well, and it came through when it had to be, so it was great job.
So Hancock is in business. They also finished the season with 5 wins for the first time since 2010. Well, we go from Copper Bowl to Copper Kings as Calumet wraps up the regular season at Gladstone. Calumet leads 6-0. Here comes Gladstone. Darren Johnson rolling out. This pass will be deflected, and Noah Olson's there for the catch and the score. That ties the game at 6 conversions, no good. Next, Copper Kings 3rd and 3 from their own 35, and Rory Anderson is roaring down the far sideline. He is not going to quite score, but he is going to get tackled on the Braves 3 after a gain of 61 or so. 2 plays later, Anderson will pull into the end zone, and Calumet goes on to win 24-6. Also, Kingsford and Escanaba. This one turned out to be a track meet. Pick it up in the 4th quarter, 11 minutes to go. Justin Popelka deep for Tyler Willett. Yes. And he's going 71 yards for the touchdown. Escanaba up 35-28. But Kingsford responds. Sawyer Perpich to Chase Kresge, 6 yards. We're knotted at 35. Oh, we're not done. 4th quarter had plenty of action in this one. Aiden Miller is going to match his jersey number. 40 yards on the touchdown. Flivers back up, 42-35. Eskimos turn again. Popelka to Willett. Yes. They went for 2, missed, so Kingsford leads 42-41. Escanaba gets the ball back. You saw on the clock less than a minute to go. And Logan Carroll will go 23 yards for the touchdown. They make the 2-point this time. Escanaba up 49-42. Then there will be a fumble, and Escanaba's Maxwell Sheriff, law of the land. He recovers the ball. Escanaba celebrates 7 wins on the season, 49-42 over the Flivers. On the scoreboard, Menominee, mad that they lost last week big time to DeWitt, takes it out on Marquette 61-35. I don't think anybody in the state knows who won the game between Kingsley and Sault Ste. Marie. Let's check on some Mid-Peninsula Conference action now. Iron Mountain, the guest. Oh, right out of the hands of Charlie Gerhardt and intercepted by Norway's Josh Plant. Iron Mountain, though, second quarter. up 6-0, looking for more. And check that. We're going to have a fumble coming up here, and Iron Mountain is going to recover. Now we'll jump ahead to under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, once the referees figured out that it really was Mountaineers' ball. Aaron Bolo will leap into the end zone. There's that. No, that's Gavin Wright. He scored first. What ended up happening was Iron Mountain defeated Norway by the count of 28-7. There's Bolo jumping into the end zone, so 28-7 Mountaineers. West Iron County looking to get win number 6 and automatically make the playoffs. The Lance Purple Hornets, the home team, and Neil Tomasowski, Austin Giuliani, and Austin says, hey, I like it when there's lots of green grass in front of me. Touchdown, and the White Cons are in command. Next, Dylan Harden. Oh, check that. That is another touchdown. This one is Austin Giuliani. Excuse me. Cole Westfall had that first touchdown. And the White Cons recover a fumble. And yes, West Iron County will be in the playoffs, winning 42-16. Back to the numbers. Marty Spencer's last regular season home game at St. Ignace, a big 62-20 win over Newberry. Okay, the Saints had a couple of extra touchdowns on the Newberry reserves. North Dickinson defeats Bark River Harris 56-24. Nordics are in the playoffs. 8-man football. We weren't done yet. Back to the numbers. All right, pretend it's radio. North Central 68. Stevenson 32. Engadine over Posen 50-14. Rapid River takes care of Ewan Trout Creek 64-14. Ontonagon 60, Carnegie 0-0. Superior Central closes out with a 62-8 win over Barriga. And Pickford defeats Rudyard by the count of 52-20. Bad news for NMU. Ferris State scored 4 goals in the first period, including 2 on the power play. But as we go to the scoreboard, NMU scored the last 4 goals of the game. Denver Pierce with the game winner a little more than midway through the third period. And the Wildcats get the victory 6-4 as Colin Peters, Philip Starzinski, Luke Volton, and Denver Pierce each scored their first goal of the year. Meanwhile, Michigan Tech, close but not quite. A shorthanded goal from the Wolverines' Will Lockwood with less than a minute to go in regulation gives the Wolverines a 4-3 win over Michigan Tech. Mel Pearson making a return appearance to Yost Arena. Alex Gillies, Alex Smith, and Reed Sturos the goals for the Huskies. Elsewhere on the scoreboard, Braden Gelsinger and Diego Guglietta with 2 goals apiece for Lake Superior State. Lakers 6, Alabama Huntsville 3. North Dakota defeats Bemidji State 3-2. Ohio State edges Bowling Green 4-1. And as we all know, they're just underway in Alaska between Minnesota State and Alaska. Let's go to volleyball. NMU, a homestand this weekend, taking on Ohio Dominican. We're in the second set. And a nice rejection, ever so politely here, by Kayla Choza. She had 12 kills. NMU trails 16-14. The Wildcats did win the first set. A couple points later, Rachel Braunschweig, Jamie Hogaboom, Megan Crane misses me by about 1.5 feet. Wildcats still behind 20-18. Then Marta Fraga Gunton over to Hogaboom. Madison Whitehead, the cross-court kill. The Panthers maintain the lead, and on set point, it will be Tori Thompson getting the kill. And Ohio Dominican came back and won this match 3-2, 15-13 in the fifth. On the scoreboard, Michigan Tech needs 5 sets, but defeats Lake Erie 3-2, 15-10 in the fifth. Aubrey Feisek had 27 kills for the Huskies. Macaulay Peterson had 22 for Tech. Lake Superior State on the wrong end of a 3-2 score to Walsh, 15-10 in the fifth. High school volleyball, a rare one on a Friday. Superior Central over Big Bay to knock 3-0. To GLIAC men's soccer. NMU taking on Tiffin. Pick it up in the second half. Wildcats up 1-0, but the ball's going to bounce the right way for the Dragons as Michael Bottomley gets it over to Andre Landell, and boom! He beats Filippo Torelli in the upper 90, and we are tied at 1 in the third minute. About 20 minutes later, Limamu Mohammed of Tiffin drives up the far side against Brad Tallman. Boom! That one's in the back of the net, 2 at the 68th minute. Dragons lead 2-1. They go on to win by that score of 2-1. Soccer scoreboard, Finlandia men defeat Grace Bible College 2-1. On the women's side in the GLIAC, Casey Duran, the double overtime goal winner for NMU, 2-1 over Tiffin. Ashland over Michigan Tech, 2-0.